So then we move on to round 2, which is figuring out the exact venue of the Vive portal.
So now that we've solved the 4 clues about how we can save free thinking from the overseers of the future, we have our answer to where the portal to the future lies.
So round 2 of the Vive portal ARG consists of 2 sequences of numbers that each consisting of 6 digits. They're led by clues to the actual content of the puzzles. We'll let Fia explain how she solved it again here.
She gives us an audio file saying that Jordan Snow hinted that it contains a sequence of 6 numbers, with the second number being an 8. Let's listen to the audio file.
Here's the sequence towards the new clue to find out the venue of the flow stream portal. Overseers don't understand music, but hopefully free thinkers in the past can figure this out.
Okay, so obviously this has to do with music. Since I know how to play piano myself, I figured out that these numbers probably have to do with a scale. I ran to my keyboard and figured out these notes by ear. It uses all white keys, and if you press the notes in a certain order to get numbers, we can use the hint that the second number is 8 to figure out the relative numbers of the rest of the sequence.
So the piano notes turn out to be C, high C, F, F, C, high C. And this corresponds to the number 184418, which is the sequence of the first part of the round 2 puzzle. So the riddle of the second sequence for round 2 is as follows.
Time and light are intertwined. Time is relative, but light is constant. To make a difference in time, one must understand how light interacts with the Earth. The second clue of the Vive portal venue is where you first meet the Vive Pro 2.
Just as you'd expect, the clue came with a link to the Vive Pro 2 reveal trailer. In the description, V leaves us another 6-number sequence to crack. There's a list of names and short descriptions, but what does that mean?
Sirius stands above the crowd, proud of his own radiance. Arcturus shows a sign of disconnect at such arrogance. Rigel Centaurus is brighter than Arcturus, but shows approval. Sirius reaffirms his status of being the one above all. Arcturus hushes the crowd, saying that the true king of this apparent magnitude has come. The sun then enters the room, outranking them all. So in this riddle for round 2, we first notice a few things. Number 1, with some Googling, you will find out that these are all names of stars. So we know they are stars, and we know this is a sequence of 6 numbers. And there are 6 lines with 6 mentions of the star names here at the beginning. So each line should likely represent a number in the 6-digit sequence. But how do we figure out what number those are? Well, we can tell from the content of their discussion. Apparently, these stars are arguing between themselves on who is the brightest star in the sky. So here we have indications that it's a ranking based on how bright they are. But there's still a catch to this, because there's 2 measurements of how bright stars are in the sky. There's the absolute magnitude, which is absolutely who is the brightest star in the sky. And there's also apparent magnitude, which means which star appears the brightest to the Earth. Now, here we see in the content, it says that the true king of this apparent magnitude has come. So we indicate that it actually is using apparent magnitude. And to hit this further along, we see that Sirius, who is number 1 when it comes to absolute magnitude, thinks he's number 1, but at the end, the sun outshines them all. and therefore the sun, obviously from Earth, is the brightest star. To further showcase this point, in the original clue, we also said that to make a difference in time, one must understand how light interacts with the Earth. And so when we think about how light interacts with the Earth, again, that is another hint that we should be using apparent magnitude to solve this puzzle. And therefore, if you rank these stars, you will get the number 254, 251, based on how bright they are in the sky. So here we have the second 6-digit sequence of round 2.
Wow, now we've solved both of these clues and we have 2 sequences of numbers, but I'm kinda lost. What do we even do with these to figure out the Vive Portal venue location? Hold on. V and Jordan Snow keep saying insights from the past should not be forgotten. Does that mean if we combine them with the numbers from the last video, that the location will be revealed? I think we solved it.
So if we combine the numbers from round 1 with round 2, we get 25.184418 for latitude and 55.254251 for longitude. If you put that into your Maps application, you will get the answer of round 2, which is the V Hotel, a stunning 5-star hotel that looks like a spacecraft from the future. And this is where we will transform a hotel room into the Vive Portal through everyone's creativity from phase 2.
We're one step closer to figuring this whole thing out. Wait, hold on a minute. I just received a new message from Jordan Snow.
Great job. Now that you have the location and venue of the Vive Portal, you should know that we also sent the spec of the flow stream portal to a trusted person during your time, who has the resources to construct it. He will be of immense importance in the future against the overseers, but you can just refer to him as the liaison. He has in fact created the foundation of the flow portal, which is actually the V Hotel that you discovered. And now he just needs individuals who have immense creative capacity to power it up. We need you to identify yourself to him using 4 passcodes. These 4 passcodes actually involve the itinerary prepared for you there, which besides the creative chosen ones, no one knows. We will provide pointers to where the first clue resides, and you will find further instructions when you reach there.
So for round 3, we start off with this prompt.
The first clue is hidden within the Vive video universe, showcasing how car companies of the future can adapt VR in environments where there is zero light.